But when I'm coming up, killers on the city streets, bagging it up. Crooks and addicts with habits get rushed. We living in vain just to end it all. And I spend it all on the Fentanyl.
My cousin was a pitcher on that curve. He got that scholarship on campus. He's the man. Throwing heat as he was hot as.
Whoever sees this and subscribes right now will get a free cup of tea. It's like a bitch version of coffee. What's going on, Hilltop Mafia? It's the one only Knox Hill, and we are back with our reaction series. So today, man, we got a very special one on deck. Huge shout out to the homie REN as he goes through his recovery, but he can't wait any longer. He's excited to share this one with the world, and I'm excited to break this down. This right here, right now, is none other than Slaughterhouse. But before we go any further, if you like that song in the intro featuring some guy also named REN, if you want to check it out, if you want to support the channel, we dropped the song Fentanyl. It's absolutely killing it. I'll put all links down there. Also, shout out to the merch, guys. We're almost sold out of these hats, so if you want your white chaos hat, KnoxHillMusic.com. We got hats, we got shirts, we got hoodies, everything that you need. If you want to rep the brand and support, again, I'll put all links down there. But anyways, what we're here for. REN, step back up to the plate. Let's see what you got. One.
Somebody, anyone help. Anyone help, I've been going through hell. Hell, I've been going through. Hell, I've been going through. I've been at odds with myself. I've been so lost in my health. I've been feeling like deleting myself. Man, I've been going through hell.
How could you have such like a heavy line? I'm going through hell, deleting myself, and just say it with such a bounce. Da 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 one. Da 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 one. And then he takes the hell that he ended on and starts with hell I've been going through. I just love his rhythmic patterns and the pockets that he approaches with, man. The drippy flows. And we got some things to break down here. I mean, first off, we open up with this smooth ass piano. Typical REN video. You start and you create the sense of intrigue, right? Where are we running? We're running along the floor, but you don't realize that just yet. You just see a crack. And for me, that crack in the floor, symbolic. And who doesn't love a slaughterhouse? I always wanted to be a butcher when I grew up. Wait, that's not a crack. What am I saying? That's a bloodline. Wow, see what I mean? Just that reveal. And then all of a sudden we open up to that. And then he cuts in, what in the Greek mythology is happening here? Elysium. That is, that's Greek afterlife. And he cuts in a couple other Greek words too, I think.
Somebody, anyone help. Anyone help, I've been going through hell. Hell, I've been going.
Hang on. That is... I thought it was always spelled with a U, Tartarus, right? Tartaros there. Did he Romanize it? That's still Greek mythology. That's the abyss that they used to chuck the Titans in. I love my history in Greek mythology. Long live the sophists.
I've been at odds with myself. I've been so lost in my health.
Hey, I got that sweatshirt. I wore that at Secret Garden Party. God, that is that's the personification of Mother Earth, Greek goddess. So yeah, he plays off of, obviously, the afterlife, the abyss, Mother Earth. So I just take sort of like this celestial existence of life, death, and the afterlife that he's spinning through here in the slaughterhouse.
Deleting myself, man, I've been going through hell.
Oh. Wow. If you guys like that voice, shout out to Kit. You better get used to that voice because I've heard some previews to this album. And yeah, there's gonna be some dope featuring of Kit. But for me, it's the production on this. It's the smooth melodies of this piano that all of a sudden kick into gear, almost like the machine in the mix. Just the way that everything else just hits. Heavier percussion. Like, I want to know what that sound is off to the side. It's almost like the whirring of a machine. Yeah, just, and then it builds. Kick. Then you've got that little, just that scream off to the side. Smooth piano out in front. 808 bass is knocking right now. I got a sore throat I'm fighting off after my show, so excuse me, I'm trying not to cough. And then right there, a little dum 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 dum. Broken glass as well. Like he's really dope at taking vocals and cutting them into the instrumentation. And then also he has a great ear just for sounds. He'll find just different sounds of like everyday life, of everyday things, just little moments, just little snippets and samples. And he'll chop those and he'll mess with frequencies and he'll just find ways to cake them into the instrumentation. And it just makes for such flavorful sounds and just unique instrumentation throughout. That was a dope setup shot, by the way, coming in and revealing these shooters too. Let's just look at how this runs out. He's running through, camera at full speed, and then it cuts to black. Yeah, just running along sort of that fence and panning along just as it cuts through the bars and with the lighting there. Oh, was that a silhouette of Ren that was shot and then vanished with the shooting? And then the blood? This is the slaughterhouse. Maybe the slaughterhouse of his mind.
Crawl over shards of shattered glass, a masterclass of surviving inside a plaster cast. Martial artist, Arkham Asylum, night's darkest. Half-heartedly, haphazardly start this. Shallow tombs, open wounds that don't heal. Cold steel incision, a mountain made a molehill. Through fields of the valley of doubt, I pass out, revive with the mouth-to-mouth. I stay low motion, move with a chokehold. Goalpost moving, grow up then grow old. Hocus pocus, voodoo and black holes. Tobacco, I light up with my hat low. The last of the prophets, heaven sent Nephilim, roaming the earth with a severed wing. While the sword of Damocles is beckoning, hackling thoughts that torture porcelain skin. Who's the kingdom come king that brings the contrast to conquer his sins I bring? Whispers caught by the wind aboard the fetus, and here lies the body of Ren. And
Aboard the fetus, and here lies the body of Ren. There was a lot of technicals happening, some really dope lines, but I think what really catches the eardrums off the rip is just the way that he's really condensing these rhyme schemes right now.
I crawl over shards of shattered glass, a masterclass of
shards, shattered glass, master class, plastered cast, martial artist, Arkham Asylum. So just the way that he starts taking like the hard A sounds and he keeps hitting those A vowels. And sometimes he does the full plaster cast, the full 3 syllables, and sometimes he just focuses on the beginning A rhymes and he just tap, 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 tap. So he might go A, B, A, B, A, B, A, 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 B, B, A, A, B. And I just love when you just kind of just keep flipping the rhyme schemes and keep the sequence so interesting. You don't know when you're going to punch in and you're going to accentuate just those vowel sounds and making it all rhyme. Class of surviving inside a plaster cast, martial artist. Surviving inside a plaster cast. And, you know, this for me is him inside of his mind, him in his side of his world of being a sick boy, right? And even right now as he continues to fight and he feels like he's going backwards right now. And it definitely feels like he's just wrapped in this bubble, in this plaster cast. When he wants to be out in the world, he wants to be out playing shows. He wants to be out with you. And yet it's so frustrating that he can't do that. And it's almost like you're just trapped in this just visceral slaughterhouse of destruction. Arkham Asylum, Night's Darkest, right? Arkham Asylum is in the Batman world, Night's Darkest. But if you flip that into the Dark Knight Batman, that's a smooth, subtle scheme. Shallow tombs, open wounds that don't heal, cold steel incision. Shallow tombs, wounds that don't heal, right? If you have a shallow tomb, it's because it's been dug very quickly, right? You got a lot of bodies you're trying to get rid of and you're trying to discard. Shallow tombs, open wounds that don't heal, cold steel incision, a mountain made a molehill. Through fields of the valley of doubt, I like how he goes, mind made a molehill. So then you rising up with the hill, and then through valleys, shadow of doubt. Makes me think as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Don't heal, cold steel incision, a mountain made a molehill. Through fields of the valley of doubt, I pass out, revive with the mouth-to-mouth, I stay locomotion. And also, you think about just like the poetry of this, the valley of doubt, because a valley is a low, and he's going through a doubt, so he's sinking. Just love the way that he phrases that and sets up that. Through fields of the valley of doubt, I pass out, revive with the mouth-to-mouth, I stay locomotion, move with a chokehold, goalpost moving, grow up then grow old, hocus. You want to talk about counting syllables and meter right here. This is really dope what he does, this little rhythm.
The molehill,
Through fields of the valley, da 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 da. Locomotive, choke in a da da. I just love the way he's up here. He's like attacking, right? And then when he switches his flow, he's always good at this. When he switches the flow, he really switches up his voice to make that flow switch just hit on a different gear and level.
fields of the valley of doubt, I pass out, revive with the mouth to mouth, I stay locomotion, move with a chokehold.
Locomotion, move with a chokehold. So he goes 1 2 1 2 1 2 and then 1 2 3. Loco 1 2, motion 1 2, move with 1 2, a chokehold 1 2 3. Check this out. He does it again to just mirror that sequence and that metering.
Post moving, grow with the mouth to mouth, I stay locomotion, move with a chokehold. Goalpost moving, grow up, then grow old.
Goalposts moving, grow up, and then the 3's coming in, then grow old. Love that setup.
Hocus pocus, voodoo and black hole.
And the goalposts are constantly moving. You know the saying, like the goalposts move, right? It feels like every time I'm crossing this line, the goalpost moves. And then I have to start over and I have to go through the sequence all over again.
A chokehold, goalpost moving, grow up, then grow old. Hocus pocus, voodoo and black holes. Tobacco, I light up with my hat low. The last of the prophets, heaven sent Nephilim, roaming the earth with a severed wing.
Interesting lines there. The last of the prophets, right? Heaven sent Nephilim. But they shouldn't be heaven sent. Because in Hebrew, the Nephilim, they are the fallen ones, right? They're Lucifer. They're the fallen angels who let pride get the best of them. So they wouldn't really be sent from heaven because they've fallen from heaven. So therefore, they're deceiving. Just the way he sets up that line.
The sword of Damocles is beckoning.
And even before that, obviously, it looks like he's almost doing his Jesus right here, like a crown of thorns. But in this case, it's like torture materials or needles on top of him. It's a different crown that he's rocking.
Prophets, heaven sent Nephilim, roaming the earth with a severed wing.
Roman. He is roaming the earth, but then it also could be a callback to the Roman times and the Romans and the crucifixion of Jesus.
Sword of Damocles.
And then the 7 wings. 7 wings, seraphim angels who have the 7 wings, some of the highest angels, according to the Lord. So we have some more religious imagery going on throughout this.
Of the prophets, heaven sent Nephilim, roaming the earth with a severed wing. While the sword of Damocles is beckoning, heckling thoughts that...
Sword of Damocles is beckoning, right? Heckling thoughts. Just love the way that he slant rhymes that into it. But the sword of Damocles, shouting back to Greek mythology again, sword of Damocles. For me, I always imagine the sword of Damocles as like calling on the ended times, which could forward to the Bible and Revelation, but it just means, you know, destruction, death, ill omens are coming upon us.
Your porcelain skin. Who's the kingdom come king that brings the contrast to conquer his sins?
Kingdom come Jess. Wow, there's some coming. That's how babies are made. But also he's playing off the C alliteration right here. Love the switch up again.
Porcelain skin. Who's the kingdom come?
That almost looked like a Lord of the Rings sort of shout out right there. One of the ring race, or even like Sauron himself just like swinging down right there. Yeah, that's dope.
Who's the kingdom come king that brings the
Wanted just like there's different shots where it feels like he's just trapped. He's behind like this sort of plastic bubble wrap. He has this mask on. And for me, again, this is a lot of visual, just raw representations of his mind frame, but also his physicality and him dealing with his sickness within this world. Just feeling like he has to be almost protected. Like he can't even go out into the world and he's trapped, right? And he's trapped within his own cyclical world of his own health.
Bite the wind, abort the fetus, and here lies the body of REN.
Abort the fetus, and here lies the body of REN. Not if you're in Florida, REN.
Whispers caught by the wind, abort the fetus, and here lies the body of REN. And pain makes men out of boys that were lost, it's across to the homies. And some get body back.
That's a great line right there. Hang on.
Caught by the wind, abort the fetus, and here lies the body of REN. And pain makes men out of boys that were lost, it's across to the home.
Pain makes men out of boys who were lost. That's so true, because we start off with this childhood innocence, and then loss happens, and pain happens, and angst. And as we grow up and mature, right, it does make us mature. And we lose just that sense of happiness with the world, that excitement, that enthusiasm. We almost become corrupted with adulthood. Anyways, I'm going to let this run some more, and then we'll come back and break more down.
Some get body bags, it rag tagged, and it still hurts low key. These concrete streets breed wolves from sheep in the land of the holy. And the legend don't die, I love that guy. this one for the broski. Paddle to metal, you know how we. The devil and Jezebel coming for you. Jackal is hiding inside of my view. Taking your rosy cheeks, painting them blue. Turning your clique into skeleton crew. Stripping the soul from the base of your shoes. So watch my tongue, my words are laced with truth. I'm lying in truth, it's a fire in the booth. Switch up the star like bisex and press. Your heavy lift, tricep, bicep, I flex the thunder and lightning writing on Tesla. Connect, direct, pit horse, disconnect. Working in a lab, I'm mad bad like Dexter. Coming for your neck, the head, that collector. 1,000,000 degrees, graduate semester. A bullet in the knee till you kneel to the emperor. They say, he say, she say. People like to pick at us, humanity erodes. OKK with an AK, pointed at the KKK. That's how you kill a ghost. Killer goals, giddy sick of the most. I could be quicker on the trigger, click. Empty chamber, fill it reload. That cock it and hold, bullet in the chamber explode. And burrow through the pricks, go, let's go. Welcome to the slaughterhouse, sucker making crack. When I spread, that's the bread and the butter and I bled. For the love of music dead, undercover, tell the coroner I left. Resurrect, motherfucker, G. Sick, yeah I'm sick. I think I told you that I'm sick. Sucker click, and when I pull up on your click. Click, homicidal traumatic. Welcome to the slaughterhouse, bitch.
Oh. Hang on. Yeah. Had to be. Had to be a twist. I think for Ren too. That's not the sick boy. The sick lamb? Sheep being led to the slaughter? I think a theme that I find throughout a number of Ren's music, especially the last album, is this concept of almost anarchy and destruction. And for Ren, it's not just an institutional destruction. It's a destruction of self. It's almost like he plays off of this because he's been so close to death. And he's been forced to really think about life and the value of life and also contemplate and deal with death and, you know, the prospect of just being ill and fighting that and the unknown and the uncertainty. You know, that creates its own forms of trauma. And I think he's always been infatuated with this ideal of, you know, almost like killing oneself in order to have this new reincarnation, this new nirvana, this new spiritual rise. And that's killing the doubts of oneself, killing the pride of oneself, right? Just like that identity and just having sort of that slaughterhouse and almost that just like analytical butchering of oneself in order to hopefully find something greater, because he doesn't just end on that negative note, that note of dark clouds and death and this is the end and this is final. For him, there's always that death, but then there's that hope of what's next. And there's that resurrection, like that phoenix rising up. And I think for me, this is just a further reflection of that and that metaphor and that death and just killing all the voices in his head and finally just silencing them and all the doubt. And even right here, when he cuts through the plastic and he finally is like trying to enter into our world, right? And sort of break the fourth wall there with the viewer and some of the looks that he gives, right? And just some of the acting. I mean, some of his facial expressions are priceless right now. I mean, he looks like he just got off the toilet of the porcelain throne right there. And he had a really good one. I mean, that came out solid. All right, let's break down more of this. Come on.
It's the body of Ren, and pain makes men out of boys that were lost. It's a
Notice another flow switch accompanied by another production switch. It's almost like songs within songs with Ren. And I just love how he's so versatile and he keeps it so interesting with his music. It's not the same instrumentation all the way throughout. He's constantly just doing counter melodies, just switching things up, new sounds, new elements introduced every like set of bars and every time. You don't know what's around the corner.
to the homies. Some get body bags, zip rag tagged, and it still hurts low key.
Sons get body bagged, zip tagged, right? Rest in peace to some of his homies that he's lost. And it still hurts low key, right? He still makes songs about it.
These concrete streets breed wolves from sheep in the land of the holy. And the legend don't die, I love that guy. This one for the broski. Paddle to metal, you know how we do.
Pedal to metal, you know how we da 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 one. Da, 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 one. Remember how we started this song? I love how we come back to this rhythm. Obviously different lyrics, but I really just love the sauce on this.
Love that guy, this one for the
And obviously you have him in the middle, right? Wearing the Sick Boy, repping the Sick Boy brand again.
broski.
And he's got white in the middle, and you see like the black, almost like the innocence, and then the sin and the darkness and the clouds around him, like the devil on his shoulder. But there's multiple devils when it's Ren, because he's got split personalities.
Paddle to metal, you know how we do. The devil and Jezebel coming for you. A jackal is hiding inside of my view. Taking your rosy cheeks, painting them blue. Turning your click and
Da 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 one. But there was like a half a breath before the the view. There was one that was just like slightly off beat.
Taken to Skellington crew, stripping the soul from the base of your shoes. So watch my tongue, my words are
And then right there, ripping the sole from the base of your shoes. Like the sole of your shoe, but also I take it as like literally ripping your soul out of you.
I'm lying in truth, it's a fire in the booth. Switch up the star like bisex impression.
And right here, what in like just like the Latin rhythms, almost like reggaeton sort of percussion. It's dance vibes right here. Give me the glow sticks. I'm streaking through the club.
I'm lying in truth, it's a fire in the
Just to come out of that, and he uses do, and that percussion kick happens.
Switch up the star like bisex impress your heavy lift.
And then it all just switches up, almost like beheading the king. Makes me think of like the sword of Damocles right there, and he's cutting his own head off, right?
That bicep I flex the thunder and
Bicep, I flex ya. Flexing a bicep versus him flexing.
lightning writing on Tesla.
Thunder and lighting, riding on a Tesla.
Direct horse disconnect. Working in a lab, a mad bad like Dexter. Coming for your neck.
Working in the lab, a man bad like Dexter. Shout out to Dexter's Laboratory.
Direct horse disconnect.
But also like he's in the lab, creating, doing what he does.
Working in a lab, a mad bad like Dexter. Coming for your neck, the head that collector. 1,000,000 degrees, graduate semester.
Coming for your head, the head debt collector. So he comes for heads, physical heads, and then he's at the top, the head debt collector. I just love a little bit of the wordsmithing, just flipping right there.
Dexter, coming for your neck, the head that collector. 1,000,000 degrees, graduate semester. A bullet in the knee till you kneel to the emperor. They say, he say, she say.
Bullet in the knee. Who puts bullets in the knees? It's a very sort of like mafia cartel type of the move till you kneel to the emperor. So he's going to bully you. He's going to threaten violence upon you. And to me, that's just like greater just reflections on the violence within this world, right? You have these different religious themes, you have these mental health themes, you have these societal themes that he's dealing with throughout this and mixing into his lyricism.
You ate semester, a bullet in the knee till you kneel to the emperor. They say, he say, she say. People like to bicker as humanity erodes. OKK with an AK pointed at
He say, she say, they say. People like to bicker as humanity erodes, and it's so true. I mean, how divided and how much do we have bipolarity in this world, especially after the USA election. I've been making videos on this and just trying to get people to come back around to the world of respect and treating other people the way that you want to be treated, but it seems too difficult on social media. It's all about rage baiting and hate clicking.
She say, people like to bicker as humanity erodes. OKK with an AK pointed at the KKK. That's how you kill a ghost. Kill a ghost.
Obviously, KKK wears white sheets, so looking like a ghost, but that's how you kill a ghost in this sense.
OKK with
OKK. AK, KKK, love the flips.
AK pointed at the KKK. That's how you kill a ghost. Kill a ghost, kill a ghost. Giddy sick of the most. QB quicker on the trigger. Kick. Empty chamber, fill it, reload. The cock it in hole. Bullet in the chamber, explode. And burrow through the pricks. Go, let's go. Welcome to the slaughterhouse. Soccer making cred. When I spread, that's the bread and the butter and I bled for.
Making cred when I spread. That's the bread and the butter as he's bleeding on the page and bleeding through his art.
Let's go. Welcome to the
To
slaughter.
me, I take that like click, reload. And again, for him, like he's unloading yet again and trying to let it all out on this page. All his anger, all his angst, all his frustration.
Soccer
This is like controlled American Psycho rage. I mean, Christian Bale will be proud of that shot.
making cred. When I spread, that's the bread and the butter and I bled for the love of music. Dead on the cover, tell the coroner I left. Resurrect, motherfucker. G sick. Yeah, I'm
See, there's the resurrection. I talked about the resurrection theme and then him bleeding on these pages.
for the love of music. Dead on the cover, tell the coroner I left. Resurrect, motherfucker. G sick. Yeah, I'm sick. I think I told you that I'm sick. Sucker click. And when I pull up on your click, click. Homicidal trauma.
When I pull up on your click, right? Your group, click. And again, love the wordsmith and flips.
Welcome to the slaughterhouse, bitch.
Bam! Hell yeah. And I love the teasing. Feels like a new chapter, a new era. And it's a really dope intro into the world of Slaughterhouse. Even though, as he said, we're not going to be getting a lot of rap tracks on the Slaughterhouse. So it's really interesting to open up with a rap track. But I think you're just getting ready to walk into the chaos of REN. But like I said, man, I really love the production on this. Some really good MCing, some really good rhyming, just setups, fluid throughout. REN, take care of yourself, homie. You know I love you. You were Knox certified. Hope you guys liked today's video. Listen, if you did, obviously enjoy the content. Do me a huge favor. Support the channel directly. Subscribe, notifications on. Really does go a long way. Also, don't forget to copy your hats, your hoodies, your merch. KnoxHillMusic.com. Rep the brand. It really does go a long way. I love you guys. Stay safe, stay positive. It's only Knoxhill. You know I'll catch you again.